West. I have all the Frank Wests.
Like Hagar.
I have all the Frank Wests.
Man!
Man, what?
I'm just really excited about this game. Like, it's really stupid and dumb. That's cool. Ooh, yeah, Jim Sterling is young, right? No.
I don't know how old Jim is.
He's 30... Well, no, he's not old. He's like 32. Did it.
Now we can do some of that. I might back out and look for other people. I don't know where Lucha went.
Yeah.
Back out and try to get a different game going.
Ugh.
Adios, Dan. It was good seeing you.
Oh no, Euros? I want
You need to get
Euros.
excited, dude.
This is
Get
where I'm
excited.
at.
Get hyped.
Ah!
Jeez.
You're 36 games away from catching up to Steam. Phil,
Huh?
watch yourself.
Oh,
Watch yourself. You're gonna get got.
it was fine. If I get got, you know, that's good.
Steam sale's coming up.
It's true.
Anything you're looking to pick up on Steam sale?
No, because I don't have money to put on games for Steam sales.
Fair. Man,
30 sounds about right for Jim.
you're 85. 85% of the way through.
I've unlocked 85% of the things.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
What?
Is that random or something?
Why did I pick one?
Wait, Fed, yeah, this is the DLC. Gon Yoshichis. Whoa. Yeah, and the good old game sale today. Already picked up Master of Orion 2. I doubt very much so. I'll buy very much on the GOG sale since I like using Steam. But, you know, whatever. Ah! Oh, zombies ate their wife, if you look at the top right corner. That's grim. Okay. I just realized that our faces are over the menu.
That's fine. What menu?
There we go.
There's no menu.
Or the main screen menu.
Oh, dog, that doesn't matter.
Nah, man, it's not even a thing. What is the little swoop thing from? Did they put on the end of Dota 3? Can't remember.
Oh, like a swoosh mark?
But it's from something, because I know I've seen it before. Maybe Chad will know. Game found. Game found. You did it.
That's
You
what
found
I
the
do.
game.
I'm kind of sad Lucha's gone.
Miss
Like,
Baby
he
Lucha.
was hanging out. He was the best Felicia.
Oh, well.
This live stream including chat quotes. If you guys see something in chat quotes that are for it, go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
Like anything that happens anywhere, do the thing. Did you put that in the channel description yet?
I have not yet. I've been at E3 all week.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Ah.
What do we got to unlock here? Still need to do Tuxedo Nick stuff. So I'll finish off Tuxedo, and we'll do that.
Okay. I mean, oh, no. Costume B, Costume B!
No.
But then he's checkered.
It's not me.
But hat suit.
Fine.
Okay.
You're the worst! I just want to look like James Bond and run around with 2 gold guns. Like, that's all I want.
No.
So I'm not even going to concentrate on score, I'm just going to concentrate on killing things. So.
Okay.
Round 1. Kill the zombies.
You're Batman Reborn?
Gotta help my friends.
I can take care of myself.
She took
End
care
of
of
the
herself.
line for you.
Mind if I crash the party?
Yes.
Don't mind if I crash the party? Yes.
There's no time limit on this one?
There is. That's a glitch.
I was just confused.
Yeah.
Freezing earth tones makes them easier to sharpen. What? Man. What is that slide?
Huh?
So
Oh, he's
how-
basically Dante. So,
Oh, okay.
like Dante in his gunslinger style from 3.
Reach the destination.
Okay. So how different is he from like regular Nick?
Regular Nick is like a superhero, like Dynasty Warriors version of Nick. So he's got like his saw sledgehammer that he used in all the trailers. There's a special combo with them. He has a special attack that I think he has the same one as this guy. No, he doesn't, because it's Dante move for this one. Where he like uses the Mecha Dragon thing and goes up in the air and stomps the ground.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. Hey Tandy!
Looking good.
Becky, yeah, I really like Fez. It makes me happy, but I also didn't beat it. But I don't know. I feel weird because I'm totally okay with not beating Fez. I'm just like, okay. Jesus. There's a lot of blood.
So imagine if you actually made like a Dynasty Warriors Capcom game.
Capcom Warriors?
Like Capcom Warriors, but you just played as a whole bunch of different Capcom characters.
Do this.
It'd be this. But like the actual characters.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I get behind that. Capcom has a really big library of dudes, so...
I mean, I just want to run around as Barry Burton with guns.
Someone was talking to me about Barry Burton at E3.
Yeah?
I forgot who.
Mind if I crash the party?
Bang, 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 bang. I mean, they were just a little bit below you, so none of them got caught.
I got all of them.
Not really. Maximum Spider.
Oops.
That super.
I need backup. Mind if I crash the party?
Okay, get those kills. Also later, Oxus.
Adios.
Oh man. Clear. Time to rack up some style. I like his mullet. Very
That's
Metal
Nick
Gear.
Ramos for you.
Yeah.
Time to
none
rack
of,
up
like,
some style points.
None of the protagonists of Dead Rising 3 are like cool, you know?
Wait, what?
Like they're all goobers.
No, exactly. That's why Dead Rising's so great. It's the only Capcom series that has normal-looking people instead of pretty boy-ass-looking Dante dudes.
Yeah. I was gonna say Dead Rising or Resident Evil, and I'm like, oh wait.
Leon Kennedy? Leon, for some reason, every woman loves my hair, Kennedy.
I got this.
Yeah,
You
no.
got any Zomrex on ya?
He's a
Lock and
ding
load.
dong.
Watch me win in style.
Oh boy.
Ready, go!
Brain Tear, you don't have to worry about balancing a Dynasty Warriors game because, like, who gives a shit? Like, it's Dynasty Warriors.
Do you know about the Dynasty Warriors competitive scene?
I know that I think they're bustas. I didn't think so, but if there were, I'd know
Mind
that
if
they
I
were
crash the
bustas.
party?
Oh, you got the beard too.
Yeah, all that.
Oh man, somebody left you, dude.
That's okay.
Darkstalkers are really buffed guys that weren't super pretty. Yeah. That's true. Olean doesn't have pretty face hair. Yeah, JCT. You know that.
So I hadn't looked at it yet, but apparently there was a thread on 4chan about us when we were hanging out with Swery.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
'Cause we got to hang out with Swery again.
We did. Swery like pulled us aside outside of the city. He's like, "Ah,
No,
guys!" I'm
he
like,
didn't even
"Alright."
pull us aside. Like, he went out of his way to come over to our group and say hi to us.
He did. And he's like, "We should all go get a beer." And I'm like, "Yes, Swery-san, I would do that with you." He was kind of the best in that. We went out, we got a beer, right? We went with him and some of his team from D4, which I'm really bummed we didn't get to play because it's got a squirrel in it. I did some hardcore journalism and found out about that squirrel, the Nemus.
Mind if I crash the party?
And so we holler at him. At one point, like his eyebrows are dancing, and I say something like we're talking, and he goes, "Whoa, exactly!" Like he was so excited he forgot to like do the L. And I'm like, "Oh, Swery-san, you are my favorite of all time." Those are some big ass dumbass guns. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
mean, I don't think it was like he forgot to do it. He's very. It makes me sad because he's really frustrated because he thinks he doesn't speak English well. He speaks English very well,
Yeah,
and
his English is great. I mean, I think he forgot it is because like usually he pronounces his L's, but like this time he like straight up didn't. And I was like, oh. Yeah, Racer, we're actually pretty good pals with Swery. Like he's a homie of ours.
we go hang out with him on the regular. Which is
Yeah.
fantastic because I love everything he does.
Epidemic has some breaking news for us. Fast and Furious Showdown is on sale for $7.50. What a steal, he says.
So if you want to play one of the last games that were actually played on the Destructoid channel, and
That's what got us laid off.
That's what it
It's
was.
that game. They were like, no, we're fucking done with this shit.
We had more viewers for that show than we did for any of the like promoted shows they wanted us to do.
We had more viewers for that show than they did when they kicked us off of the Tim Schafer show.
That's it.
So, you know, food for thought. Maybe sideways, Phil. Like, I don't want to.
That's okay.
I don't want to get it twisted, but you're definitely sideways.
That's okay.
Can you push it?
Disappears because arcade games.
Shabby Orange, I thought they took down Social Club for Max Payne 3.
Oh,
Oh, the transcoder's here. That's good.
Social Club for Max Payne, or Max Payne is the same one as the one that's for Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, that's right. They took it down for something, I remember. And everybody's like, oh no. Is it Rockstar? I think it was or Red Dead. I think it was Red Dead.
I was still there for Red Dead too. That
I
one
know they took it
swipe.
down for something.
You need to knock down the quality here.
Ooh-wee. No, we didn't crash this time.
So we don't have our partnership yet, which is understandable. A lot of people were gone away from Twitch with us, so
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I'm like, we're going to E3, so it'll be a perfect time to get the transcoder in while we're gone. And I realized Twitch is a really big part of E3 too.
Yeah, I realized that. You thought that stream fell into the goat hole? Nah. You stay away from the unblinking eye of the goat hole. And
Come on, Nick. You can do this.
This is a zombie crisis.
Mind if I crash the
zombie
party?
crisis. Get it?
Because it's not a Dino Crisis anymore.
Mind
Oh,
if I
man,
crash
these
the
tunes.
party?
That is some straight DMC.
Oh, it is. It's the way that he shoots his guns for a special.
Oh man. This is a video game.
But I'm shooting a car at.
Does it have unlimited ammo?
Yeah.
Just shoot.
Well, everything is, like, there's no durability in this or anything, because each character has each weapon.
Thank God. I don't like the durability.
I do. Why it makes sense? You can't sit there and just walk around.
Yeah. This seems counter to the game's idea of like stupid fun.
I mean, then it would just be, I'm gonna pick this up and I'm never gonna drop it. There's no, like,
Yeah,
you
but then
pick
it could
this
be
up,
like-
and pick this up, and then put this together with it, and then I can actually have, like, a special weapon. There's no sense of actually survival or moving.
That you they could do like a Fallout, like you can repair them and stuff. But each weapon, you know, is kind of like distinct and harder to
I
get.
can't.
Can't.
No, because, like, a big part of the game is, like, I'm gonna pick this sword up, and it's gonna help me get through, like, half of this room. Then I'm gonna need to break off to some other part of the mall and pick up a different weapon to help me get the rest of the way. Like, otherwise you're just, I'm gonna cut through all the stuff and it's super boring. Nothing can
So
stop
what I
me.
wanted from this game was Dynasty Warriors and Zombies. Like
That's
that's
what it is.
pretty much all I wanted. And they kind of give you that, but they also are like, oh, your cash register broke. I'm like,
Lock
oh,
and
well.
load.
Nick
No,
Ramos has
that's,
arrived.
like, gone.
The breaking stuff?
Yeah.
No, this is Dynasty Warriors, not Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3. You can upgrade your stuff so it doesn't break.
Really?
Yeah,
That's great. So
It's
then
not
they did
great.
take out the durability.
it's horrible.
It's the best.
Because it makes the game super boring.
I love that though. I love that there's no durability because I hated durability.
Maybe because you haven't played it where there's no durability, you think that, but that's...
I don't know. The durability never added much for me. It just kind of pissed me off all the
Because,
time.
like, unless you're playing Nightmare Mode, there's no incentive to be going fast. Then if you take out the fact that none of the weapons break, you're literally just walking around really slowly, killing things without any challenge happening.
Yeah.
There's no game, it's just moving.
I can do story stuff.
Oh,
Yeah?
shoot, he's gonna take that. It's not.
I'm gonna get it. Eat that thing. You're still winning now. Does this game have some like light cell shading?
It's got outlines.
That's cool. Can you recognize that? Is that in the regular one or just in this one?
There's no...
Huh. Uh oh.
Hey, Supergirl, how you doing?
Supergirl's in here. Dang! What's up?
I'm trying to think of all the other stuff that happened at E3.
That's Tofu, dog.
The thing with George Lucas's daughter was
That seems to be your big thing.
like that's
told
just,
it to me a
it's
couple times.
super weird. Well, I mean, I haven't told anyone on the stream yet, so you just gotta hear it again. Yeah.
One of my favorite things is our delightful Uber drive.
Our Uber drive was bad. So, where we were about a 45-minute bus ride from the convention center. So the first day, we were like, oh, we'll just grab the bus. You know, San Francisco, we know how to do public transport. That won't be anything. So we get up to the bus stop, and we're sitting there like, okay, so this is the bus we need. It's coming down the road. It'll be here in a little bit. We just gotta sit here and wait it out. And the bus starts coming down the road. It's kind of far out, kind of away from the curb, and we're like, it'll just turn in, whatever. We'll just sit here and wait. So we're sitting there in the bus stop, watching it.
A bus stop, but this is the only line that services this one bus stop.
Yeah. And the bus just, it doesn't slow down, it just keeps driving. Doesn't move over any lanes, just keeps going, and then all of a sudden just passed us. So we're sitting there at the bus stop watching our bus go past. It's not like it was full, because it wasn't.
Oh, it was pretty empty.
So we're like, well, forget this, we'll get an Uber.
For you.
Watch me win.
People were saying that Uber rides were like $74 to the convention center, and I was like, that's not me. But we managed to find a way, or one where it's horrible. A way that it was only like 20. I got a refund for that, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So I got that figured out, and we found one that cost us like, it was like 22 to 30 something dollars.
Yeah, and so of course you picked that one.
So I picked that one because we're cheap and we don't have money. So we called up the Uber driver, and we're sitting there waiting for him to come over, and there was one Uber driver that was around in the area, and it was actually the one that was supposed to pick us up, and he never did. He ended up driving away, and then he drove back. So then he finally came back, and he tried looking for us. We told him to meet us at the hotel. So we're sitting there at the hotel waiting for him to show up. Never came. Calls us. It's kind of hard to understand.
He's very shouty.
He was like yelling.
Yeah, I think what happened was he was on speakerphone and hadn't realized how speakerphone works.
Yeah. So we ran around the outside of the hotel trying to find him. He's like, I'm behind the buses. I'm like, okay, we're still behind the buses. There's no one there. After like 3 calls, I just throw the phone at Spencer. I'm like, you talk to him because I can't deal with this right now because I'm stressing out.
And so I pick up the phone and I'm like, all right, let's do this fucking thing. And so he's like, oh, I'm right by the buses. I'm like, no, fuck the buses. Like, we're at this intersection, and I gave him an intersection. And so he finally gets to us, and we're like, all right, here we go. And we get in, we're like, all right, we want to go to the LA Convention Center. And he goes, all right, where's that?
Where's that?
Like,
where's the LA Convention Center? A person who does public transport in the city of Los Angeles asks us.
Just like, all right. So I look it up on my phone, and like, here we go. Like, all right, it's at this Figueroa Street. And he's like, all right, how do you spell that? And I'm like, F-I-G, and he goes, F-E-G. I'm like, no, that's not it. So like after it was like 5 minutes in the car before we finally started going.
We're sitting there trying to figure out how to spell Figueroa, or he's sitting there trying to figure out how to spell it. You had to hand him your phone so that he could type it in.
Yeah, I just handed him my phone. I was like, fuck it. And so we finally get that working, and we start driving, and we we're going. It's a very quiet car ride, because we're both just like, what are we gonna do? And he makes it to the freeway. We're like, all right, thank God. We're almost there. We're gonna make it.
Because we're lined up to get there right as the show floor opened. And
yeah, and we still had to get our badges.
We're meeting up with someone to get a badge, and we're gonna try to get our badges and stuff like that. So we're driving along, and we get to the point. I'm actually looking at the GPS. And I'm like, okay, that actually says Convention Center, like up on the sign to get off. If he misses this, I'm going to. Welp, he just missed it. He drove past it, and the worst thing was, like, not that he just missed it, but the GPS was confused and it thought that he was still, like, on the right path. So it's like, get ready to turn right in 300 feet. So he's, like, on the freeway, like, eyeing to the right, like he's gonna turn off on the freeway. And, like, he actually, like, turned a little bit at one point when he was supposed to, and he's like, wait a minute. That would go off.
That would go off.
That's dangerous. So he ended up going past 3 more exits before I said something like, hey, man, you missed the exit.
So he finally gets off, and he finally gets there. It was only like $34, but we definitely did not tip him. And apparently you got that charge rescinded.
Yeah.
Because, Jesus Christ. That was awful.
You should search for the butt clap. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. That's from Xseed said that her employees are emotionally scarred from E3. E3 is a hell of a week. Like it's
intense.
It's hard.
Oh, we have 2 Reginas? Probably not be Regina then. But Regina's like who I want to play.
That's too bad.
It kills me.
Deal with it, hater.
It's like you school
It was not a cab. It was an Uber car. So we got rid of that thing. Yeah, no, we didn't mess with that.
Yeah, and like when he missed it, we ended up coming out in sort of like a not favorable looking part of LA.
It was not great, no.
There's graffiti everywhere and some not trustworthy looking people. I don't think of a way to. It looked dangerous, to say the least.
Yeah, Robux and Uber. So for people who don't know, Uber is like you can rent off-duty like black cars, and so they just come to your place.
Three,
Yeah.
2, 1. Central City. It's survival of the fittest.
Survival of the fittest. You ready for this?
Yeah. So we got there and we got our badges and stuff, and we got a badge.
Round 1. Destroy the bomb.
Get those bombs, dude.
Get them.
No. Get them right
Come
now.
on, Nick, you can do this.
This is a zombie crisis. This is gonna be fun.
This is a zombie crisis. This is gonna be fun.
What is she got on her wrists?
She's got the pacifists or whatever they are. Of course, the one quit who was playing Regina.
That was some Sakura stuff.
Yeah, she's Sakura.
She's got the pacifists on. So who else could she be? She can be Chun-Li. She can be the chick from Breath of Fire. Regina. And that's it. Okay. But there might be additional characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just that. That's just that.
Get in there.
I don't know. I'm just excited to go to PAX where it might be a lot easier to do stuff.
Oh god.
Like, things should not have worked out as well as they did for us. There were a lot of things
crazy.
that went wrong.
Whew.
Maximum health.
We pulled through.
Somehow. Are you not? What are you doing?
Maybe they have lag and so it says for them that it's still up.
Well, they went over here to hit this one and then they didn't hit it at all.
Maybe they have lag. Let's just do that. No. Uber cars aren't parked on the street. That's a zip car.
They
So
also do park on the street.
yeah, but I mean, you still like zip cars where it's just like a car and then you just scan a card and you get in. But no, Uber cars, they're like taxis. They're like So let's say you're fancy and you want to rent like a limo or like a nice black car, you would call a service. But when people aren't using those like fancy black cars, they go on Uber and you can just do that.
Destroy the next bomb.
Apparently they make like $9,000 a year.
But most of the other Uber rides that I've been on have been kind of nice, though.
Yeah, Ubers are fine.
There's just that one that was...
Awful. Skate calls it the Goober Uber. Aw, man.
Skate got to go to E3 with us, too, which is pretty cool.
He did, yeah. We drove to and from E3 with Skate all day. And that was an interesting experience. Spent a lot of time in that car.
Yeah, the trip back was 2 hours longer than it should have been.
Because we were stuck on the Grapevine parked for an hour and 45 minutes. Okay, so taxis just work like taxis, but Ubers, so let's say you're like a fancy big shot and you want to rent like a limo or like a town car or something like that, you can do that. What Ubers are they're basically town cars, but
This guy's driving me up
they're
the
like
wall.
off-duty.
He's not doing anything. He's literally not doing anything.
Maybe he's... Ooh. there for the kill steal. That's good. I guess Ubers are kind of hard to explain.
They're just people who drive cars.
Pretty much, Ryobooks, it's a fancy type of taxi. Well, because it's not like a Lyft or anything, which are just like regular people in cars. There are a lot of really dumb ways trying to replace taxis in San Francisco.
Well, it's not just San Francisco.
I mean, I can only speak to San Francisco. I know they're elsewhere, but I don't know if like Lyft is other places.
And pink mustaches.
Dumbest things. Blew that thing up. It's kind of like if you want to ride in style, but less so. I mean, I don't know. It's just like they're really convenient because you don't have to call anybody. You just drag a pin on a map to where you are, and they come and get you.
And there's little to no interaction with people unless like, you really want it. Which is kind of nice because I sometimes am not down to sit there and talk to a stranger who's driving me a place.
Yeah, as our Uber experience taught us, it's not necessarily a good thing.
He turned to us at one point during the ride and asked us if we were from Georgia.
He did. He assumed we were from Georgia, and I don't know if we got racism or what, but like, man, I was really confused. I'm like, we have not said anything like the whole ride.
But we didn't say anything, and I don't know if like it's not. It can't have been some like how we look. Like I don't. Do Georgians look a certain way? Like,
We're pretty much just dressed up like this, like. Yeah, Ryobooks, that is a thing, although you guys also buy a lot of Land Rovers over there. Do they do substitute driver services in San Francisco? I'm not 100% sure what that entails, but probably.
Gotta help my friends.
I
his
play
friends.
for keeps.
that's like his main line.
So what is the story of Dead Rising 3? I don't think I've ever, like, done it. Like, why are you doing things? Is he there to, like, grab somebody?
They're getting out.
Okay.
Like the whole point is getting out of the city.
Okay.
And then Nick gets caught up in the whole like
Drama.
Zombrex, then all their stuff that they got going on.
Frank's not in
Nope.
3 at all.
He's not, and that makes me really sad. Which is why I got really excited when they showed Nick walking up to an arcade cabinet, and it's like, oh, new challenger approaches. I'm like, sweet, they're gonna re-release 3 and I can play as Frank. But this is almost just the same.
Yeah. I feel like this probably would be better than that.
No, because this probably would have been thrown in with it.
Probably. You're right. Oh, taxi for when you're drunk and another driver to take your car home with you? That's pretty cool. A while ago, you asked Phil about whether you guys would ever stream Resident Evil 4. He said, yeah, we'll probably stream it at some point. We don't have any plans for it this upcoming month, but I mean, maybe at some point.
I want to, like, that'd be a perfect thing for more towards, like, October and when people try to start playing scary games. I hate to be stereotypical and do that kind of thing, but it seems like the right time for it. I'm literally killing everything. I don't know what this guy is doing.
He's spiked to punching things. Oh, I get it. He's spiking the punch. Oh, dear. The punch. He's a date rapist. A lot of 40-year-old women buy Land Rovers because it's better to go to jail for manslaughter than to even remotely risk hurting the 18-year-old babies in the back seat. That's fair. That's kind of the same thing that happens in America. You got Supers, dog.
No idea.
I'm trying to protect you from getting hurt.
Good.
Okay.
It's not even that
Scared
big a
for
thing
you.
if I die. I have a whole bunch of flipping money as it is.
Maybe flew them into the air with you. Got those rolls. Ooh. Turkey.
He got one of them.
Thank God for that. Hey. Land Rovers are handy in the snowy weather seems the country pretty much shuts down when it gets snow. That's curious. I remember I have cousins living in London, and so they were talking about how they were driving somewhere and it snowed, and they were like trapped on a freeway for like 8 hours. And Chevy Orange is talking about UK stuff. I'm just like, okay, yeah. I don't know much about the UK.